everyone's memory, in addition to what we've said, in the minds of the audience as well, which we'll turn to in a second, but that sort of justifies what we would call a legacy. So if there had to be one thing, and I think, Carl, you sort of captured that already, so that might be a good time to go to the audience now and get some of your reflections and some of your personal stories, maybe some better imitations as well. And so I welcome your questions for the panelists and any memories that you'd like to share. And in the meantime, I will have these going around. You can just pass these around. Fantastic. Please.
My name is Henry Osgood. A little louder, please. My name is Henry Osgood. I'm Foreign Service 1950 and graduate school 1951. John Karski and I were friends. I was on scholarship. He was on fellowship. And in anticipation of today's gathering, I've been rereading the story of the Secret State. And as I read it, of course, knowing Jan, there were a lot of recollections, a lot of memories, of conversations. But one thing that jumped out, sort of the sweet side of Jan Karski. I've been a newly married guy. We had Karski over for dinner. And he brought my bride in winter a bunch of tulips. And of course she was overwhelmed. And then he kissed her hand. And of course she was overwhelmed. Knowing Karski was a great privilege, and I'm so happy that we had this morning commemorating his life. One question for the group. Jan told me that before meeting President Roosevelt, he sat in Lincoln Park, Lafayette Park on a bench in anticipation and a little scared. My recollection is that it was Felix Frankfurter who arranged for his meeting with Karski. Now, I had recently read or recently heard that that's not the way it happened. That he met Roosevelt, and after he told Roosevelt the story, Roosevelt said, "You must meet Felix Frankfurter." I wonder if the panel can...
I actually have an article about that, because to me that was one of the most astonishing